Team USA is a 15.5-point favorite over Serbia in Sunday's first real Olympic game in Paris. Rachel will be there. So, despite close exhibition games for Team USA against Australia and South Sudan and Germany, the odds makers are still saying our guys are prohibitive favorites, locks, and that Sunday's game against Nikola Jokic and company will pretty much be a mismatch. Keyshawn, do you see Team Goal winning by more than 15.5 points Sunday?
Yeah, so it's 15.5. You know me, I'm going to give them +5 on that, so it's 20.5. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's...
For how long are you going to keep doing this?
Well, I mean, last time you said the same thing to me, Rachel. They won by 26.
Yes.
So I covered and then some. And it was 15.5 when they played the last time.
It was.
So, look, we're deeper. We have the better team. You know, yes, Jokic is there. And then Bogdanovic didn't play the last time out. But remember, this was the Steph Curry game where Steph lit it up. This was the Bam game where Bam contributed big time. And this was the Ant-Man game where he contributed big time. Had nothing to do with LeBron James.
No.
Tatum has yet to get going.
No.
Halliburton has yet to get going. AD didn't play bad, but he didn't need to do anything really for the most part. So when and KD didn't play. And I'm assuming by now KD will be up to speed, and you may have more information on that, be up to speed to at least contribute to some factor in this particular game that's coming up. When you look at that, we're just a better team. You say, well, what about South Sudan, and what about what happened in Germany? Okay, those are different teams. We're talking about this particular team in this situation.
I get it. I still think that Serbia is not nothing. And
I didn't say not nothing.
And they have the best player in the world on their team.
I never said not nothing. I just said +5 on the 15.
On the 15.
That's
All right.
all.
I think this game will be closer. Again, I think Team USA will win. I think Team USA will win the whole tournament. I also think, as I keep the end of that sentence for me, is it will not be a cakewalk. And I think that this spread kind of reflects a little bit of what happened in the last game. The spreads are always just about who bets and who wants to bet more money, too. You have to always remember that.
But that spread hasn't changed.
No. But my point is that it was a game where Steph did get really hot from 3, 6 of 9. That hasn't been happening recently. And on the other side, it's a game where Serbia went completely cold from 3. They only shot 29% from 3 in that game. Jokic did not have a great game in that game. So I expect Serbia to show up much more focused, hungrier, and also with a better roster, because as you point out, Bogdanovic didn't play last time.
I'm going to raise my hand
I'm
real
calling
quick.
on you, Keyshawn.
Every time I keep hearing when these teams come up, they didn't shoot well from 3. Every game, starting with Canada, ending with Germany. Everybody didn't shoot. At some point, like, come on, right? I mean, like, it's their, we're playing their rules. It's their court. It's their, the three-point line, that's theirs. How come they can't make their threes and we keep saying every single time?
Quick point of order. Our opponents so far in the practice games have shot 29% total from 3.
That's all I'm saying, Rachel.
Right.
We keep saying this about them being lights-out three-point shooters in every game.
Well, look, the U.S. has only made 35% of their three-pointers.
I get that, but we're not saying that's our strength.
Yes, correct.
What we're saying is that's the international players' strength, because the game has caught up to the U.S. The game has caught up.
And what is the great leveler? It's the three-point shot, right?
And they're shooting 26% or whatever you just said. 29%. And if we gonna keep saying, well, think about it this way: if they only hit their threes, like, at some point, come on.
I think that Serbia will be better from the three-point line. I just do. We can talk about it after this game this weekend, but I think they will be better. Will they be better enough to beat Team USA? No, they won't. Not in my opinion. However, these big spreads, and you're +5 to these big spreads.
They beat them by 26, though. I'm not lying, though, Rach.
They didn't win by 20 in the last game. They certainly didn't win by 20 in the game before that.
That's fine. We're not talking about Germany, and we ain't talking about South Sudan. We talking about Serbia and Joker, the best player in the world. The best player in the world. So if you got the best player in the world, you should give the U.S. some run for the money, because if Michael Jordan was on this team, then it wouldn't be a 15-point spread. It'd be something like 2-point spread if he was on Serbia. I'm just saying.
No, they'd be favored by 15.5.
We knew where that was going.
You set yourself up for that one. Okay. By the way, Germany in the fourth quarter, it looked like in the third quarter, Germany seized control of that game. And in the fourth quarter, Germany shot 1 for 11 from 3. 1 for 11?
But they're supposed to be lights out shooters. They made up the
They got
three-point
one
shot.
that Obst can really shoot it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is the point. 15 and a half is way, way too many points. I don't know. You're in dreamland. You're in ugly American land is where you are, because it's jingoism at its worst, where you're saying, oh, we're just so much better than they are. No, you're really not, because Joker went 6 for 19 in the practice game. He won't go 6 for 19 in this game because he just competes too hard at too high a level. He's going to take this dead seriously. You know it, and I know it.
You don't think in the practice games, none of these teams, because every time they beat him, the first thing you say, Skip, is, oh, they didn't really try. They was lowering them to sleep. So
Okay,
you really think that
these teams are wily, they're shrewd operators, they know how to play the game within the game, which is you do some things in a practice game and then you hold back.
I'm not dismissing that they don't know how to play. I know they know how to play. But you're telling me that all of a sudden, Joker's just getting ready to just be Joker of Denver again against AD, Bam, and Embiid. He's just getting ready to just take over.
He is capable. You've seen it too many nights. You have seen it. I know you're not the biggest fan because you watch him, you say he can't jump, and he looks like he's overweight. And he's just,
He doesn't have to.
Okay. All right. It is a big deal that Bogdanovich did not play in that game. It's a big deal that Jovic, the Miami player, did not play, because Jovic, if you watch the Heat last year, he had 3 games of 20-plus points. He can flat play. And they have Milutinov as their 7-footer who did not play against the U.S., and he's just a Euro star, and he plays for in Greece. And he's just a good player, and he's a seasoned 7-foot international player. He will cause some problems. And I look at what they just did to Greece in their final tune-up game against Greece. Serbia won 94-72, and Giannis played in that game. Not high minutes, but he played, and he had a decent game. He was 17, 6, and 4. Joker was 16, 8, and 6. But Bogdanovich played, and Jovic played, and Milutinov played, and they all had pretty good games, so they're all back healthy. They're ready. Now it's for real.
It was Giannis and Giannis's brother.
Okay, you're right.
That's all I'm saying, though, Skip.
Although every time I say that about some squad I don't really know, then I say, well, wait a second, look at that guy.
No, but I'm saying, but they got players that can play professional basketball, but they don't have the depth. It's just,
they don't.
Just don't. They don't have it. They don't have the depth.
And yet,
we got 3 bigs that are all all-stars that can go. When you just mentioned one guy in Giannis, that's it.
And yet, if a team doesn't play together